Hi, my name is Atiya, and I would like to take time out to offer a video response and feedback on the Harry Manning and BaylorIC Worldwide Television training session on how to conduct a good interview. Now, before I get started, some of you who may not know who I am, my name is Atiya, and I am actually a certified trainer for trainers. So I teach people who teach others. Also, I am the creative director for BaylorIC Worldwide Television. So just in case you wondered, why am I giving this feedback? That's why. So let me start with Harry Manning. First of all, before I get into Harry Manning, though, I want to talk about the overall concept and idea. I think it was a brilliant idea, great concept, and definitely very innovative and thinking outside the box. So kudos for BaylorIC Worldwide Television for putting up such a video workshop or session. And now getting to Harry Manning. Harry, you did an awesome job. You look very good on camera. And you have a very good online presence. You have a wonderful sense of humor. I watched the entire video and kind of chuckled in some of the areas. Now, one of the things I also want to do is also provide some evaluations in terms of how to become better. Okay, Harry, so are you ready? There's a couple points that I want to share with you on how to become better when interviewing or being interviewed. One of the things is important to remember is that the world is watching you. It's important to clearly speak and project. And you'll hear a lot about projection in the television industry. So again, I want to say it's important to speak clearly and to project. Open your mouth and pronounce all syllables of your words and speak slowly and clearly. Another thing is I wanted you to remember to avoid fidgeting or playing with like your ink pen, putting your hands in your mouth or bending down constantly to pick something up and sit back up. All of those things are very distracting, and you have such an awesome presence on television, and it's important not to allow distractions to take away from the importance of the message or the messenger. And so just wanted to remind you about that. And just one last thing briefly to remind you of is to be aware of the moment. Be aware of the moment and embrace the moment and enjoy the moment excuse me, and give all you got in that moment. It was a great interview. I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was innovative. It was exciting. And it was thinking outside the box. So again, you all did an awesome job. I have to say, though, as I was watching, it seems like you had a little Caribbean blood in you. Because I noticed when you said something, it took me back to the Caribbean. And the way you hear Caribbean speak is, it ain't nothing but a ting. And so when I heard you say ting instead of thing, I said, uh-oh, there goes that Caribbean blood coming out. And I just kind of chuckled to myself. But a reminder that it's important to pronounce all syllables and to make sure that you get the sounds right. So instead of ting, it's thing. And just wanted to add a little humor to that. But I did really enjoy it because it did take me back to the Caribbean. So I couldn't tell whether that was just a misspoken word or if you were just, that was another part of you adding a sense of humor. Either way it go, it worked at the time you used it. But just a reminder, just in case it wasn't put in there for humor and it was because you were just saying ting instead of thing, I wanted to make that reminder. But overall, a very, very good job. One of the things that I would suggest for in the future is perhaps to get involved in Toastmasters. And Toastmasters is a program that will further help to develop your communication skills and your leadership skills, and definitely your presentation skills, because you have a great online presence. You're very good with the people. And I just wanted to share that with you. So kudos again. And now to Mr. Ingram Jones, Mr. BaylorIC Worldwide himself, as Harry Manning called him. Your objective in this session was to demonstrate how to conduct a good interview. I think you did a brilliant job. 5 stars for that, and definitely a thumbs up. Mission accomplished. You readily demonstrated in your technique, in your presentation, in your delivery, in terms of all of the elements necessary to give a great interview. You did a superb job. And one of the things you said that is very important for the interviewer to make the person being interviewed to feel comfortable and at home and in place. And you did an excellent job on that with Harry. You got him to talking about his background. You got him talking about some of the things he liked. Another thing you talked about is building trust and rapport. You did that because you made him feel comfortable. You spoke with him prior to the interview, and you told them some of the things that perhaps you may be talking about. You helped that person to trust you and to open up to you. You did a brilliant job on that. And the last thing is that, and I have to get closer because I have notes on this part. Oh yeah, one of the things I wanted to mention, and I want to point it out here because it's very, very important. What you did was, as an interviewer, in the context of building trust and rapport and also making the person feel comfortable, you gave Harry space to be able to talk about himself. And before you really got into some of the structured part of the interview, or some of the harder questions, if you will, which wasn't really hard, but some of the harder questions, you allowed him to talk. And you gave him just enough room that he could talk, but still felt that you were there to kind of help strengthen and back him up. And that's really a good thing. And for a person who is being interviewed on a show, particularly one that they've never been on, that's very, very comforting when the host or the person doing the interview is very warm and not out to basically win over or score over the person they're interviewing, but really to make them comfortable and to help make them look good to the world that's watching. And so you were brilliant on that. You did an excellent job. And as always, I think you do fantastic interviews. You're one of the best people I know who've done interviews. And I've done communication. I've spoken. I did radio and television. And I've been doing it for years. Not that I'm still a student as well. And so I'm not beyond evaluation and feedback, because just as you, I'm a student. I'm a lifelong learner, lifetime student, and I'm learning to develop and hone in on my skills as well. But I think you did, coming from a professional perspective and the experience that I do have, both of you did a phenomenal job. And Ingram, I think you gave Harry, there's that word, Toastmasters that teach you about that word. But overall, honestly, Ingram, you gave Harry great encouragement. And by doing so, giving him the confidence, or helping to build his confidence, that he can get back in the ring and do it again. And one of the things about Toastmasters that I like is it does help you to remove those filler words. And rather than saying things like or you just take a pause. And so I wanted to say that again. Toastmasters is an excellent idea, and good job. Well done. 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. Thank you. Okay, hi, this is Atiya again. I hope you enjoyed the video response and feedback to how to conduct a good interview by Ingram Jones with BaylorIC Worldwide Television and Harry Manning, both students at Griffith College in Dublin, Ireland. I wanted to take this brief moment to invite all of you who's watching to the Friday date night with Ingram Jones and Atiya, and we're going to talk about some good juicy stuff, some delicious stuff. So get your popcorn, get whatever you got, and be sure to join us for this Friday night's date night. Kudos. Have a good night. See you later. Bye for now.